Maybe not, but, yeah. That health. Do the hands drop health? I don't think it's the hands. The health came out from the purple block. And that's what weirded me out. It was just there. It was way after the hands were destroyed. So, does the purple block drop health? If so, that's a later stage in the boss fight, I'll still destroy the hands though, just in case that question might be true. But yes. Oh, yeah. That's some good health right there, baby. That's some good health. Like I said, I'll still defeat the hands because they are a bit of a nuisance, but, oh yeah, I got high hopes. I got high hopes, my spirits are high. I'm gonna die, but not if I don't try. Okay. You know, I just keep running into these things accidentally. Big Admo has been unleashed. Oh, okay.
Alright. So, like the video said, we are attempting the Jabmaster challenge of MegaMan X5 again. So, let's begin. Now, the thing with this challenge is, I'm going to check if OBS is recording it properly. Yes, it is. I don't collect any upgrades and play as X on Rookie Hunter mode. No upgrades. Which means no sub-tanks. And no Falcon armor. And we'll only see the 4th armor in the intro stage. Actually, let's put a filter in this. Yeah, I just started. This is X5. This is not Mega Man X6, this is Mega Man X5. This is the one that I did that challenge for. Oh, I thought it was X6, never mind. Say goodbye to the air dash, because thanks to the challenge I'm doing, we'll never see it for the rest of the game. It definitely looks like X6, though. Yeah, they all use the same engine. X4, 5, and 6 is the same engine. Part of the problem with this game is it's hard to get through the cutscenes. You can't skip through them easily. Wait, Sigma. Look, it's Sigma. Oh boy. Whoop, whoop, ow. So I gotta get up fairly early for tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna leave in a bit. Okay. Well, you'll get to see the start of this. Oh no. Sigma. Why am I only now getting the notification to view the dashboard? Essentially what we need to do is collect parts for a cannon that can destroy the space colony. I have a choice of 4 bosses. Crescent Grizzly, Tidal Whale, Volt Kraken, and Shining Firefly. So let's start with the bear. I mean, it's been quite a while since I played this one. Kind of interesting how similar this level is to Slash Beasts from X4. If I'm remembering right, Duff McWhalen X5 released in 2000. Geez, it's the year the PS2 released. X6 released in 2001, the year the GBA, GameCube, and Xbox. Surprised it didn't move X6 to the PS2. Well, X6 was very last minute in terms of how it was made. You know, I am surprised that they didn't put X6 on the PS2. There we go. That was the first boss. Wow. Wow, okay. I'm still trying to process the fact that Mega Man X5 and X6 were both released 20 years ago. X4 was released in 1997 for the Saturn. There's never a physical copy of that. As far as I know, the Saturn version actually isn't that different than the PS1 version. Oh, I'm curious about the audio. Is the audio a little loud? Oh, hi there. Oh boy. Dynamo wants to challenge us to a duel. Well, let me go after the whale first, and then... I just want some Saturn games. Audio's fine. Well, Dynamo, let me go after the whale first, and then we'll... see what we can do from there. This remix of Bubble Crab's theme is so good. Wish the stage was better, though. You have this giant submarine chasing you through the entire stage. Okay, I'm really tired. Okay, good luck. Now, in a playthrough where you only go through Duff McWhalen or Tidal Well, or whatever you wish to call this boss, you have to fight this mini-boss only like 3 times. Now, if you're going back through here to collect items, you have to fight it even more times. It's weak to the crescent shot, which you get from Crescent Grizzly or Grizzly Slash, depending on which version you're playing. Essentially, the original version of the game released in. I know the USA version had this, but essentially with the original version of the game and the one in the X collection on the GameCube era consoles, all of the 8 bosses were, their names were changed to be themed around members of Guns N' Roses. Now, in the Legacy Collection version of X5, they removed that and changed it to the names seen in the Japanese original. In terms of level structure, this stage isn't too bad, but it's really annoying on revisits. To get this upgrade, we would have needed Duff McWhalen's weapon, or tidal whale. Which means automatically, to get one of the upgrades in this stage, you have to have beaten it at least once. And you need... Oh, and you can't use Zero to get that. I think you have to use the weapon that X receives. I'm not sure if Zero can. I've never played this game as Zero because a good amount of the collectibles in this game are locked behind X's armors. Which means that some of the heart tanks are completely impossible for Zero to receive. It's time for Tidal Whale, or Duff McWhalen. Okay. That was close. In this case, we want to create weapons and life, mostly because weapons and energy, even on playthroughs when I did collect everything, just isn't that helpful because you can easily defeat most of the bosses with the weapon ammo you get. Now the boss rush, they have a lot of extra health, but just keeping up with them with your standard MegaBuster should do the trick. There we go, Dynamo. I dealt with the whale. Let's see what you want. Oh, lovely. He wants to disturb what I'm doing. Fantastic. I've never actually experienced this fight fully because I always use Zero. Because you can cheese his fight with Zero and make it like 2 seconds. It has some pretty fun attacks, though. Give him that. The boomerang's pretty fun to dodge into the saber. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, we have 2 more bosses until we, complete the canon. Also, say hello to my least favorite stage of the game. Wow, okay, I got through it on my first try this time. Usually it takes 10. Well, usually why it takes me that many is that you have to collect all of those orbs to unlock the Dr. Light capsule on this stage. Which is easier said than done. These door puzzles, which you have to manipulate the switches with projectiles. Sorry for that, Reploid. The Reploids in this game, they don't really... I think they give you extra health, and they give you a life, but that's about it. And the games after X5, though, they give you more than simply health and a 1-up. That was close. So, Volt Kraken, or... I actually forgot what Volt Kraken's name in X5's original release was. Wasn't it? Oh! So something I will mention here is... Volt Kraken, in this discussion with X anyway, X brings up Launch Octopus from X1, which is an interesting callback. Oh, Squid Adler. That's what the original release version's name was. Took me a minute there, but I remembered it. So there's these lightning attacks that go across the floor, and a block that appears in the center of the room. His weakness is Duff McWellen's weapon. Tidal Whale's weapon. The Goo Shaver, or... There we go. Time for the final stage of this set. Shining Firefly. Or Izzy Glow, as he's called in the original release. One of my favorite themes from this game. Oh no, I'm gonna need my crescent shot because the there's a section in this stage with obstacles that can only be destroyed with a crescent shot. I really love this theme. Ah, no! I just gotta remember what this mini boss is weak to. Is it Crescent Shot? I think it is. Right, it's Crescent Shot. I'll figure it out here in a minute. Okay, so it's not the Goo Shaver. Not the Crescent Shot. Is it? Oh, okay, so it's Tri-Thunder. So that's the weakness of the mini boss. I'm trying to save some of that because of the... That is Firefly's weakness. So right here's the section I was talking about. With obstacles that can only be destroyed with the Crescent Shot. Behind some of these cannons, behind one of them anyways, the Dr. Light Capsule. I'll show here that it can be used to destroy them. Right up here. You would destroy that cannon with the Crescent Shot and get into there and get the upgrade. However, because we're not getting upgrades this run, don't really need to worry about that. Oh, and the Sigma heads around here. What did the Sigma heads do again? Oh yeah, the Sigma heads. If 4 of them set on the same screen, if I'm remembering how it works, hit you, as X, you go into a state of damage for a few minutes, a few seconds, and then, but 0 gets invincibility and healing for a few seconds. Hello, Firefly. Firefly's weakness is the Tri-Thunder. Alright, so that's half of the 8 bosses. Now, we'll see what happens here. If the cannon works or fails, regardless, I'm still going to go to the other bosses' stages. Because those bosses have weapons, particularly Spike Rose Red. Okay, did we make it? Okay, yep, it failed. Every time, I swear, every time when I do this, even though it's up to chance, every time the cannon fails. So next, the other 4 bosses, we have to go after them to get the space shuttle pieces. This has a much higher rate of success than the cannon, but guess what? It can also fail. We will just go to Spiral Pegasus first, because interesting thing about Spiral Pegasus is he's the last remaining member of Ripple Force or something? Ripple Force was the organization in Mega Man X4. I think the electric weapon will help, because it can go around different directions. Oh, I missed! Let's just hit the Riploid. Yeah, the electrical weapon is really helpful in this stage. It's helping me get through a lot of the enemies really quickly. However, the Bat's weapon, Dark Necrobat's weapon, which is essentially just the time stopper from Mega Man 2, can also be helpful in those bomb sequences to get the achievement on the Legacy Collection of getting to the stage without any bombs going off. This section's tricky without an air dash, but it's not impossible. Falcon armor makes this section a lot easier. All you have to do there is just jump on the platform. I was trying to use the laser from Firefly. Right, so we will just have to stick with the Buster today. You can use Dark Dizzy or Dark Necrobat's time stop weapon, but all that does is freeze him in place and make him a bit easier to hit. Pegasus likes to dash around. And multiple parts of the stage. We even try to knock you off of the arena. He also tries to fire these tornadoes when he's at a certain part of health. Now, is this easy to avoid on its own? Yes, as long as you time your dashes right or use the Falcon armor. Is it easy in X challenge? No. Oh no. Any of the parts in X challenge where somebody else is paired up with Spiral Pegasus, that fight has become even harder because I think the prime example of this is Neon Tiger and Spiral Pegasus from X Challenge, because in that one specifically, so this cutscene here talks about Zero's apparent immunity to the Sigma virus. Yeah, on the topic of X Challenge again. The one with Neon Tiger. Neon Tiger likes to hop around on the walls in diagonal directions. Because of Spiral Pegasus and how he's coded, he moves in the exact opposite directions. All the directions that he moves in, somehow you will get hit by Neon Tiger wherever you go. But less of X Challenge, more of X5. Burn Dino Rex. Because he's weak to the weapon we just got. This is another tricky stage, even with the Falcon armor. And we will see why in a little bit. Lots of fire in this stage. Right here is where the reason why this stage is a bit tricky begins. Lava! Well, because I'm on Rookie Hunter mode, it's not insta-kill. I don't... actually have not played the main game in quite a while, so... I think... either it's insta-kill or it does a lot of damage. Regardless, nobody wants that. So you have to hide in these... well, okay, try to hide in these shadow areas. But sometimes you have to wait for the lava to show up to break certain obstacles. No, go, go. Alright, so now you can pick which path we want to take, and I am picking the upper route because the route with this mini boss in particular seems to be easier whenever I play through it than the mech route, because there's a very tight jump that you have to make in the mech route that's really hard to time. It's still possible. I've gotten through it. It's just not as easy as this route with the mini boss. Mini boss is weak to the Goose Shaver, so you use Goose Shaver and you should be fine. Oh no, 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 no. Oh boy, yeah, I'm probably going to lose to this boss at least once. So Dino-Rex likes to charge towards you with most of his attacks, or he fires a projectile. At this point in the fight, he mostly likes to dash towards you, or if he gets on a wall. Problem is, it's a bit difficult to use his weakness because the wing spiral has an upward arc. And Dino-Rex does not like to stay still. We should have another encounter with Dynamo, I believe. Yep, well, another fight with Dynamo, and then Spike Rose Red after that, because we had a weakness for Spike Rose Red. Lots of people playing Valheim. So I think Dynamo still has the same attacks I did from the first fight. Oh, no, he doesn't. So he now has this Giga attack. I think his weakness is Crescent Shot. So these parts that we keep getting, other than the heart tanks, are little bonuses you can equip right here. I'll choose the 4th armor, for example. You can use the jumper to equip and burst shots to do specific types of buster shots, etc. But once again, because this is a no upgrade run, we're only using the minimal upgrades given from the heart tanks from the weapons in life. Oh, this is a no. This is my favorite stage in the game. These boxes you can move with or break with one of the Gaia armor. I think it's the Gaia armor. Oh, did not know you could use the Crescent Shot to damage those. Oh, okay, so it's not just Crescent Shot. Oh, the wing spiral can destroy those. That's interesting to know. One of my favorite tracks in the game is this stage. Okay, so... Spike Rose Red is weak to the fire weapon. Just use that, and to do, he hops around the room. And figuring out which one's pretty easy. Which one's the real one's pretty easy because the clone goes away if you hit the real one with the weakness. Spike ball. This is going to be important because there's enemies in the castle stages that are hard to destroy normally, but can easily be destroyed with the spike ball. Dark Necrobat is weak to the laser, but I prefer fighting him with the Buster. Okay, well that did not end well. Oh, okay. Forgot how careful you have to be in this stage. Goodness. This stage is another one that's not as easy because of my challenge, because the Falcon armor makes this stage a lot easier. With the Falcon armor, you can fly for a few seconds, which makes a lot of the segments here easier. There we go. And now we get to switch gravity. Whoa. Okay, last boss before the fortress stages. Here we go. That's what Necrobrat's weak to, is the laser. Now, things can be a bit worse with the space shuttle. Cannon? Oh, that's okay. Just gotta fight a few more bosses. Shuttle? If it fails, you lose 0 permanently. Now, if you have to succeed, you get into the final stages and you can use 0. Oh, it crashed in the colony. Okay, so it worked. So, we're getting the good ending because the shuttle succeeded. If the shuttle did not succeed, we get the bad ending. So here, the Sigma virus is reacting with a virus on the space colony. Here we go. Yeah, the time stop makes that section a lot easier. Say hello to one of the most annoying bosses in the game. The Shadow Devil. He's weak to the Thunder Weapon, just like the Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. What I tend to do is a Buster Shot, then the Tri-Thunder. That way I can get a bit more damage in because of the animation that takes place with the Tri-Thunder. It takes up most of the time that you're available to hit him a second time. Oh, now it doesn't. Now it does this. Turns into Wily Machine 6 from Mega Man 6. And that's it. I think the boss of this stage is weak to the crescent shot. Oh, wrong weapon. Spike Rosewood weapon is so useful in this stage because there's tons of those. The more of those armored enemies you see, the more you need to use Spike Rosewood's weapon. The reason I'm not dying here is because of Rookie Hunter mode. When I touch the spikes, if you were playing the game in its regular difficulty, you would die when you hit the spikes, so be careful. The Gaia armor actually helps with this boss a lot. There we go. Goose Shaver is pretty handy here because there's lots of grounded enemies. But the standard MegaBuster works just fine too. Okay, so I would have died then. It was not for Rookie Hunter mode. Okay, this is the Zero fight, and Zero's weakness is actually the X-Buster, so this should be easy. Okay, so the name was Soul Body? It must have been an error in writing the script, because Soul Body is the weapon from Mega Man X4 that only X receives from Split Mushroom. Now, that weapon they're talking about here is Twin Dream. That Zero receives from Spike Rose Red. Final stage time! Which means the boss rush. Yay. Another great stage theme. Also, this recreates Bubble Man stage from Mega Man 2. Who's first? Oh boy. It's McWhalen. A tidal whale. There we go. So, because I'm a regular hunter red, I did not die when I hit those spikes, but in the regular game, you would have died if you hit those spikes. So be careful during that fight. Crescent Grizzly. I'll show off all the boss weaknesses because one of the important things of this challenge is I don't use Sigma's weaknesses. Next one! It's in door number 3. Rose Red. Okay. Just let me find my... Yay. I love grinding. It's in door number 4. Skyver. Or Wing Sparrow Pegasus, whatever this thing's name is. You know, I'll show the, whatever it is here. The time stop. How it affects him. That's how that affects Spiral Pegasus. Who's next? Okay, this is gonna be Bolt Kraken. Sorry, I don't have much to say. Just that I don't really have anything to say with the boss rush. Firefly, okay. Dinorex? I think this is Dinorex. Oh, no, it's, Necrobat. Okay, now it's time for Dino Rex. It's time for Sigma. Here we go. Here he is. Whew, here we go. Oh. Okay, here we go. Moment we've been waiting for. Whew. Okay, here we go. Whew. There he is. I did it! I did it, Zero! I did it! Zero, don't die on me. I need you to hear that I did it. Well, now am I supposed to live on and say that I finished the Jabmaster challenge? Oh, thanks, Zero. Zero, no! Who else am I going to tell? Thank you, Dr. Light. Well, that will do it, since the credits are quite long. So, yeah, that was the reattempt with the Jabmaster challenge, and tomorrow, I think, will be Sonic Generations, so stay tuned.